Yeah, good morning to all of you. Jugal.
Good morning, sir. So I will just give a brief introduction about our speaker. We'll be starting our session now. Just a second. So our speaker name is Dr. Dhaval Mehta, sir. He is a doctorate in management and currently working as an assistant professor, Department of Business Industrial Management. He has 17 years of postgraduate teaching experience. He has presented and published 30 research papers in national and international conferences. He has been the key resource person for the research methodology workshops organized at various levels, including NITs. He has published books on data and analysis using Minitab, statistical analysis using R, machine learning using RRU. He has organized various faculty development programs on data analysis using SPSS, MOS, Minitab, and more. Today, he is going to take a session on big data visualization. He was a speaker in our last elementary FDP program also, and it was really wonderful. And we got very good feedback from the participant. And we hope same thing happen in the current FDP also. So now I will request Dr. Dhaval sir to please take on this session, and please participant. I hope you will all enjoy this session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, is the screen visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, see, the concept is big data. Okay. So before we enter into this graphical visualization of the big data, I want to know from you people that what do you mean by big data? What is your understanding of the big data? Anybody can share. It is not I'm trying to judge your knowledge. What is your understanding? You tell me that what is big data? Anybody who wants to say something on this? Anybody? Yeah, you are writing in the chat box. Anybody who wants to say something?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, please, please. Yeah.
Yes, Sachin here. Yeah, big data is basically normally some say as three V's, some say five V's. Basically, the V says actually velocity, veracity, and the variety of data that
Mm,
comes. Let's say Twitter is
yeah.
there. So if
Mm,
in Twitter, if you see there are text, there are many of the videos. Then there will be images also. So the type of the data is there. It is
mm.
variety of data is there, right? Apart from
Okay.
that,
So
if
now,
we see,
yeah,
yeah,
you are right.
thank you.
So now, if I say data, before some years, data was considered to be which was written in, you can say, in books, was considered to be the data, right? That is manually written data. Then a time period came that the data was in Excel, right? Then we got something that now this data is no longer in Excel format. It has taken various formats, like now data can be on tweets, the data can be some post, the data can be the CCTV camera, the data can be the Gmails, right? Now we have to analyze this data. The traditional Excel which we are having, on which we are working, there are some limitations of this. Uh, One of the limitation is that it cannot understand date and time. The data which is in the format of date and time, it is very difficult for it to understand. The second is latitude and longitude. Okay, latitude and longitude. Third, it is a static data. Static data means what? the data which was collected, and we are trying to make the graphs out of it. There is nothing like a live data. Live data means a data which is streaming continuously, and we have to monitor it. So such facilities are not there in Excel. Okay, dashboards now they are possible, but still it is not as user friendly as other packages are. So dashboards not possible. Fifth, deployment tools. Like if I want to do the third party deployment, and I want to make a app, and I want to sell this app, or I want to install on my customer, then that's not possible. Deployment tools are not possible. Okay, cross platform not possible. Cross platform not possible means that now I want to work on uh, I want to connect my Excel with R and Hadoop, which is a basic requirement of big data analysis. It is not possible. 7, very time consuming to plot number of graphs. 8, does not provide the dynamic environment. Does not provide the dynamic environment means that if I change anything in filters, then that is not possible. In this we will see everything, that what is dynamic environment, how it works, all these things I will show you. Does not provide dynamic environment. Slice and dice technology not possible. Slice and dice technology not possible. And we will see all the softwares which have removed these limitations. So slice and dice technology, you can say very inferior. 10, animations not possible. 11, can only work on 3 dimensions, not more than that. 3 dimensions. Questions are there? What's the question? Am I audible? No, all of you. Just hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. It only works on descriptive analytics. It cannot work on predictive, which I'll show you the different softwares, predictive and prescriptive analytics. It cannot work on it. Just a minute. Creates an irritation. Predictive and prescriptive analysis. Okay. So to remove all this, we are having somewhere around 10 to 12 softwares whose demo we will see. Now, the best part of this softwares are they all are free. You don't have to pay single rupee anywhere. It's just a matter of practice by we can see this, right? So the first thing which I'm going to display today is R. And we will see the features of R, what it can do, what types of charts it can plot, what flexibility it gives to us, right? So I'll remove this. So our today's journey will be from hard coding to moderate coding to no coding. So I'll show you the packages and the softwares which are also working like no coding. Now see, first of all, in R, we create a data frame. You don't have to worry about the command, that what these commands are running. You just see the types of graphs it can plot, right? Now it will make a data frame. The data frame is ready, and it will start plotting the graph. Plot. See, on right hand side, scatter plot is ready. Okay. Now if I want to give the label and the title to this graph, there is, see this I have written some more arguments to it, and when I do it, run, and things will change. If I want to enter the text here, the text will appear. Right. So this is scatter plot. By writing the command, we can get this. Then comes the bar plot. Now see on your right hand side, the bar plot will be generated. It is black and white. I can color it. Right. See, it can do this for us. I can create the mosaic plot. Right. Then comes the pie chart. I can change the lines also. So there are many arguments in each and every command which we can utilize to make our graph more and more, you can say, depending upon our requirement, I can go on changing. Now, if I talk about this pie chart, no? So how to see what are the arguments which are, or rather, what are the options which are available in pie chart? So help pie. And when I run it, see on your right hand side, these are the arguments which can be opened up: edges, radius, clockwise, initial angle, density. Okay. So let me include one argument, and that is what is this density function which is there. I will change the density of both the sides. So I can change the density, right, of both the sides. See, the density of both things can be changed. I can change the angle of this plotting. See, 30 and 60. See, the angles can be changed. I can make edges as per my requirement. Yeah. So this type of flexibility we get in R to customize the plot. Now, these are all base functions, and to make see, you must be aware about R and its power, that its power is continuously increasing because they are adding a newer and newer package to it. So there is a package which is known as a plotrix in R, right? If you see, it can plot a 3D graph for you. It can even explode it, right? It can plot the histogram. Histogram can be colored. Now there is a concept of par mf row 2 by 2. When I run this command, what will happen? That now I can plot 4 graphs in a same window. Got it? So that is par mf row. Okay, so this was very hard coding which was done, hard coding. Now there are some packages in R which will make your life easier, and it will take you to the moderate coding, right? So one of the packages, Data Explorer. Now here you have to only remember one thing, that when you install this package, after that you have to write down plot and see what all the options it can give to you. Bar plot, background, box plots, correlation, density, histogram, and you don't have to write any full command. You write down plot histograms. The empty car is a data set which is there in R. Just run it, and all the possible combinations which are there will be plotted. See, is it visible, all of you? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then comes that, suppose if I say plot, and I say missing. What are the missing values in my data set? Empty cars. Done. And it gives me how healthy my data is. Right? Now, slowly, we will switch over to the library which is very much famous. This I'll show it later on. Let me show you this one. Now we move to no coding. Okay, no coding. We don't require any coding. We don't want to code anything. We want to just plot the graphs. And that is the library SQZ. Activate the library. Okay, and just see what happens on my screen. The entire R gets converted into the dashboard. Is it there? Can you see this? Hello, can you see it?
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what you have to do, you have to just drag it and drop it, and the chart is ready. Right? No command written, nothing written, just drag and drop. You take another variable, just drag it and drop it, and considering the nature of the variable, it will plot the scatter plot. Done? Now, 2 dimensions I have entered, and I want to enter the 3rd dimension into it. So, suppose if I say that include the size in it. So, the bigger dots are for 1. This is basically AM is an automatic and manual transmission. A is for 1 and M is for the manual. So this relationship, which was for mileage per gallon and the weight of the vehicle, empty car is basically a data set. That is, this data set, MPG is miles per gallon, cylinder is number of cylinders, this DISP is a displacement rate, HP is horsepower, displacement rate, weight, Cusack, VNS is a vertical and a straight engine, EM is a automatic and manual, number of gears and number of carburetor. Right? Now, this and this and this, they are all categorical data. Categorical means what? They are only having 2 categories, either male, female, vertical, straight, automatic, manual. So here I am using AM, right, to categorize this scatter plot. Now I can include this thing into color, right, and 4th dimension will be added. I can also include this thing here. So 5 dimensions will be working simultaneously. See, it will give me 5 different graphs, 3, 4, and 5. Is there any question? But by using histogram, can we plot pie chart? By using histogram, can we plot pie chart? Or yes, you can do it. You can do it. I'll show that thing. Okay, so that can be done. Now I put this thing here, I put this thing here, I put this thing here, and here is your histogram. Okay, this is your histogram. Now if you want to change something, like you want to make a box plot, click on it, box plot is ready. Done? Box plot is ready. So these are the things, these are the options which are there in the charts which you can utilize. Now there is one option which you can see here, and everybody, SF. Now this SF is having the power to detect the latitudes and longitudes. It can detect latitudes and longitudes, and it can plot the chart for you on the graph, right? That we will see later on. Again, I will go back and I will drop here weight, and plot options, I will say include the line. You can see a scatter plot line is ready. Done? Suppose if you include only this MPG and make the box plot for you, And if you feel that the data is not normally distributed, you can just scroll it from here and see the dynamic changes which are happening. Okay. You can also give the title, subtitle, caption, X label and Y label here directly, and it will be produced in the chart directly. Plot options can be selected, appearance can be selected. Okay, data filtration can be done, everything can be done from here. So this is a package which is known as library SQC. I'll switch off this and I'll show you another function, which is ggplot2 animate. Now you had seen the relationship between mileage of the vehicle and the weight of the vehicle. But what it can do now, just see on the screen. Okay, and I'm running this. On right hand side, there is a relationship between mileage per vehicle, mileage of the vehicle and the weight. So with the weight, the mileage is decreasing. So we can say the Lincoln Continental is having the weight where must be very heavy and therefore its mileage is least. And Toyota Corolla is having a good mileage, right? But the thing which we have to see is now, just wait for 2 seconds, what it will do. It starts the animations, which is not possible in any of the softwares, latest software. So this is R. It can do the animations for you. Got it? Now I stop this animation and I'll show you that how it can connect to GPS also. So run library leaflet. On right hand side, the map will be there from where I am delivering my lecture right now. Is it clear? It connects to GPS. These powers are there in R. Okay. Now there are some very advanced libraries which are there, which are, you can say, very new. So when we were all busy in Corona, there were academicians which were developing some libraries, some packages, and one of the package which interests me a lot is a e-chart package. So the commands are there in my book. You can purchase that book and you will get all these commands and you can do the trial and error. So just a minute, let me start from here. The name of the package is eCharts 4. Now see what it does. On right hand side, just see, it creates an animations. See, it creates the rows chart, gauge chart, polar charts, liquid fill charts. Now this package is having a capacity to connect the website data directly. See this, it is directly connecting to the GitHub, and from there it extracts the data by URL. Connecting URL to Excel is not possible. JavaScript file will be there. Just wait for a few seconds and on your right hand side you will be able to see the graph. A globe will be generated. We'll have to wait for a few seconds. Can you see on your right hand side?
Yes, sir.
So it gives me that what is my sales directly on the globe, right? It can go directly give me. Then comes the sunburst chart. Sunburst. It is also having a capacity to a diagram which we used to see in the business statistics notebook, which is known as pictorial representation of the data, right? Wait for a minute, it will generate. Can you see? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then there is a package which is known as GG Animate. See on your right hand side. Okay, then comes the high charts. Okay. The charts it generates. Apart from this, it also generates the sliders. See, it can fit directly the ARIMA model. It can tell you that which is the best ARIMA model which can use it. So those who are coming from econometrics background, it will directly give you the answer that best ARIMA is this, right? So that power it has got. Now, this is normally high charts are normally used in time series. So, what is the flexibility that I can scroll this button and I can see what is happening? See, clear? Then I can give you tree maps are generated. Directly on map, it will tell you that what are your sales figures. Right. Now in R only, there is one library. You will feel that this is so much coding is there. there is one library which is known as R commander. Okay. Now your screen will completely get converted into GUI. Now here you don't have to remember anything. Data in packages. So the empty car on the data set on which we were running all these charts. Let me find out that empty car. Click OK. Yes. Now I'll go in. You can see this data set is there. MPG, cylinder, displacement. Now I want to have graphs. I want to have a box plot. So I'll just go there and select MPG, click OK. And your box plot will be generated. Just see this. Directly the box plot is generated. Okay. I will again go here in graphs and I'll say I want scatter plot, which we had done through command also and through SQC also, MPG and wait. Click OK. Now once this graph is generated, you can export this graph, copy to clipboard, copy the plot. You can go in Word file. If you are making any project, press Ctrl V. Your plot is here. Done? Is it done? Are you listening? Hello?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this can be done. Now, this is all from R. You feel that I want to go for, you can say, more a technique without any coding. So you activate which is known as Google Data Studio. And this is also completely free. You don't even have to enter your credit card details. You don't have to do anything. Just you must have a Gmail, and that will serve your purpose. Now see what type of graphs it can plot for you. All connected to the dashboards. Okay. And dynamic environment. It can connect to it can connect to the customer database. The customer database can be monitored. YouTube analytics can be taken from here. So it makes a very dynamic changes. As soon as the data changes, your graph changes. So this is there. Okay, it can understand date. Yes, date it can understand. Okay, page 2. Now it can understand graphs also. See, it can connect to GPS also. I will take this person here. See, I'll go in edit menu. I'll show you something. Here, sorry, in view menu. When I take this person here and drop it anywhere, it will directly go at that place connected to the place. This person which is there, no? If I drop it anywhere, what is the thing? And when I say I want to see here, so it will go there and it will talk me, it is a nugget false. Right? So that's possible. It can understand latitude also, longitude also, and see what type of charts it is having an option of exploration. That is also possible. It can create the charts which are given tables like this. Beautiful tables can be done. I'll show how it is done. Page 3. Page 4. Now the filters which I was talking about, that these filters are very dynamic. It means that suppose if I make any change here, what is filtering the data is, if I make any change here, the change in the graph will be immediate. Just see the graph on the top. It is creating an error. Okay, so it means that there is no data. Right? See now. Got it? Now here I want to see about, give me the graph only about consumer. Only consumer. All other things are filtered. I can select the date range from here. I can specify the date range and it will give me the chart which is. So we are having a very powerful slicers. They are known as slicers. And the technology name is slice and dice technology. Clear? Slice and dice technology. Page 5. Sorry, page 6. You can create such a beautiful charts like God chart, which you must be seeing in some magazines and periodicals. So even if you know Google Data Studio, your employability can be increased. Page 7. Okay. You must have seen this running bar charts, right? See just here. This chart will show a running bar. Can you see this? Done? See how chart looks. This chart, left hand side. Okay. So how we are making all these things? Hmm? How we are making all these things? So one by one we will see. So first I will remove this. Okay. Now, when you add in Google Data Studio, as soon as you go in Google Data Studio, if you are logging from Gmail, you should be from Gmail. Hmm? This is a plus sign which is generated. Plus sign. Just press the plus sign. A window will appear. And it will ask me the CSV file to be uploaded. Click on it. Click to upload the files. And I will say, please bring the file from my desired location. Superstore. Open. Done? When the file will be uploaded, it will give me the message uploaded, add it, and the canvas will appear. Can you see the canvas, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Now, first of all, delete this. Now I want different types of charts. So what I can do, add a chart. Just have to pick up a chart from here and drop it. Now on right hand side is a window from which I can select the variables. So I'll say here that please select the segment and sales figure. See here, the graph is ready. I can click here and I can go in charts and I can change the charts directly from here, and I can say make it horizontal. Done. Make it pie. Make it donut. Make it gauge chart. Make it heat map. Or I can also make it table. Now what this table is, let us go back. Click on the chart and it will ask me that which are the other variables. So I've written down sales. If just I drop profit here, see what it does. Profit is there. Now I'll say click also include discount in it. So it gives me through bar chart that which are the areas in which sales is more, profit is more, discount we are giving high. If I say that also include the zones, region, of course filters will always remain on. Filters are on. Now I can make some changes on this. When I double click, when I go in style, and when I go on making some changes here, so I say odd, different color. Got it? Clear? Okay. Let us. I again go there, add a chart, and if I say include the geo chart here. So what was the limitation? Our limitation was, see the limitations of date and time it can identify, latitude and longitude it can identify. It can work on non-static data, live data. How? See, add a parameter. See the data freshness, 12 hours. Every 12 hours, the data will automatically update and change the graph. Yeah, what is the question? Please share the video of this session. Yes, Aarti madam, please pay attention. You will get the videos also, ma'am. Don't worry. See, this data freshness is what 12 hours. Every 12 hours, your Google Studio will connect to your source data file, and if there are any modifications in there, it will immediately change the graph. It can understand latitude, longitude, all these things it can understand. Moreover, if I want to show something here as a sales figure, so sales will appear here. If I say not sales, make it count, distinct count. Okay, everything will be given here. Done. Zoom area, world is there. I can say make it Northern America. So it gives me only Northern America. Clear? Let's go back again. Now I say add a chart and donut. So when I include donut in it, that what are the variables which say category. After category, it will ask me the, sorry, here it should be category. Here it should be profit. Now when I go in style, it gives me so much flexibility to change the donuts as per my requirement. Okay, so I keep this as a reasonable. I go in I make the radius round. See the radius. I want the solid line, dotted line, dark line. You see the graph is ready. Got it? Clear? Okay. Let's proceed. Now what else it can do? If I want to change the data template, the template of the layout, I will definitely go here, change it, and I will get the dark template which is used nowadays. If I feel that the charts which are given here are lesser, I want some more charts. See, these are all the default charts which are given. So there are program writers for Google Data Studio and who are continuously adding charts here. And if you want to activate this, there is something known as a community visualization. From here, you go from here, explore mode. So one of the chart which I want to pick up is a sunburst chart. I'll drop it. So it gives me this type of chart, but it is not visible. I will change the template and I'll make it a normal default template. Still, the colors are not appropriate, but I want to do something on it. So I'll go here and include another category. In pie chart, you can have only one category. Here, you can have more than two categories. So I will drop segment. Now see, it creates the layers. Second layer. I can say also include the zone. Okay, I'll go in style now and make it sure that all the colors are dark. Right? When I expand this and when I go in view window, now see what will happen. It will tell me that there is a consumer segment in which South I am getting a profit of 13,000. Now I can deploy the slice and dice technology. You can also refresh the data, and as soon as you refresh it, whatever changes you have made in your data will be reflected here. Okay, I again go in edit. And I introduce one of the slider here. Now this slider, I can make this into sales. when I scroll this slider, see the changes which are happening. Also known as a slice and dice technology. This is Google Data Studio for you, free. Just you have to learn it. Then comes the Power BI. Then comes the Power BI. It's also now here, if you see the window pane, it has been exactly developed on the method of Google Data Studio. Everything is same. There are some niche of this software. Now what this is, what type of data it can understand? See, so we were talking about that now we require a software which can connect to R, Python and all that thing, and it can understand all databases. So it can understand this many things. Apart from this, it can also understand R script and Python scripts, Python visualization. Now how to bring the data? Go here, CSV file, my data is there, open. So on your right hand side, it will start establishing a connection. So all those who are from the computer background or from IT background, they know there is a ETL tools, extraction, transformation and loading. This you can do it from here. ETL tools can be done here. If you don't want to do any such things, press load and things are done. Now on your right hand side, see all the variables are there. If I pick up a bar chart, just go here, drop segment and drop the profit. Just drop it. You don't have to think also, just drop it. If I want something more in this segment, I will include category, drop it. If I want to change the graph, if I want to make it, yeah, any question is there? Yes, Jugal sir, is there any message? Hello?
Yes, sir. They were just asking, please share the video of this session. So I told it will be available on YouTube. That's it.
We have to continue till 12:30, no? Right, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you want to take break, you can take it. Otherwise, you can continue also, sir.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue.
Yeah.
So from here, you can, is there again a question? How we can access this? Akanksha, just wait. First, enjoy this lecture. Everything will be given to you. Don't worry. Now, there is something which is known as a focus mode. From focus mode, you can publish this report. Okay, this report can be published and it can be given to your clients. The best thing about this is that fields have been made. The layers are, visualization can be activated depending on your requirement, and you can have a filter. These are very, you can say, powerful filters. A filter for one animation, one graph, a filter for 2-3 animations. So what it will say, add a filter for particular animation on this page to all the filters, or you may be creating number of graphs one by one. So the filters is to be applied on all pages, what you want. right? So this is a niche of this. You can have multiple charts here and they can be plotted quite well. Again, go here and pick up a chart, the same chart, or rather this type of chart, matrix, and see it gives what, which we had seen in Google Data Studio, right? It gives us like this. You can, depending upon your requirement, just go drag it and drop it and it will go on increasing. So that is known as a drilling technology, how to drill the data, right? To go up, go now. So these things can be done from here. If I go in the focus mode, I'll show you what does this drilling means. In corporate, if I open it, it will tell me what is my sales, bifurcated sales. West, east, central, south. So drilling is not possible in Excel. I can change the drilling from here. I can change the categories from here. See, I can drill down or drill up. Right. So this is Power BI, free. And the more powerful than this is Tableau, free. Okay, free. Now its canvas is different from other canvas. Here your variables are on left hand side. Okay, and how it works, let's see. If I drop a single figure in the canvas, it will give me the single figure statistics will be given. I can change the statistics from here that measure. I don't want sum, I want average. It will give me the average, single statistics. Okay. So worksheet, clear, clear. Now if I pick up two statistics together, profit and quantity, it gives me their sum. Okay. Now if I pick from one categorical variable and one profit, things start from here only. Consumer, corporate, home office. From here, I can activate my graph and I can say I want the bar chart. I don't want this orientation. I want this orientation. Now, if I want to include the third variable, there are so many flexibilities which I can have. One of them is that suppose I want to include in this profit how much quantity was sold. So I can drop it here, quantity. And now my color, the darkness of the color will show me the quantity. 3 dimensions. I also want to include the quantity into it, that please. So my quantity will be in a home office. So the thickness of the bar chart will tell about the quantity. So the home office quantity sold is very much less, 5 dimensions. I want to include the sales figure into it, 6 dimensions. I want to bifurcate my chart according to the shipping mode, 7 dimensions. I want to include the location here. See the locations, 8 dimensions. Okay. Please arrange according to the profits. It will tell according to the profits. Right. I can expand my thing like this and it will give me the bifurcation. I can go back and I can remove the country from here and I will show that please remove this country. And instead of this, please include the regions. So it can give me the graph according to the regions. The graphs format can be changed here. I can make this as this way, this way, this way. All the flexibilities are there with me. Now, this each and every portion of this tableau is active. Each and every portion. For example, if I drop my things here. Now see, suppose if I am dropping my thing here, I get a different. If I drop it here, I get different orientation. If I drop it here, I get different orientation. If I drop it here, it gives me different. Each and every place is active. Okay. The types of charts which it can plot is sunburst chart, waffle chart. Okay, so these types of charts can be plotted by Tableau. Clear? Still, there is another data visualization technique which has used this power of slice and dice like anything, and that is known as IBM Watson. Again, free. Or each and everything is free. The only thing is you have to spend the time with this software, right? And it can give you the good results. So here there is a file which we are talking about, that we want to analyze such type of data, tweets. Now such things are not at all possible in any of the softwares which are available, right? It's not possible in best softwares which are available. So see what it can do. You go, this is a screen recording which I have done. The name of the software is IBM Watson. Tweets, the complaints given the passengers related to the flight, each and every flight, that this is a problem they had faced in this flight, right? And we want to analyze this data, that what is a major complaint coming from. So first of all, this is an unstructured data. We want to convert this unstructured data into the structured data. So what we'll do, we'll go here and just see. This is a screen recording which I had done, because at many places the internet is not available. This works on cloud computing. So this file was uploaded here, and now the data which was unstructured, it will convert itself into the structured data. Check it. Converted into the structured data. See. It also identifies What is the distribution of the negative reason? It has identified that you want to talk about negative reason. And it will give you the graphs of the complaints which it has received. So just see, there may be so many text in the tweets which have complained, and it has on its own, it has, there is something negative reason you want to identify. We never specified that there is a negative reason, but the taste of the tweets or the flavor of the tweets was such that it found that there is a negative reason, there are negative reasons more here. And now, according to the complaints, the data was that you get maximum problem of customer service issue. Blanks are if it is, you can say the data is not properly written or some abuses are written, it will not be able to analyze it. So there are major issues which are coming from late flight. So now what to analyze? Right, it will go there, and now it can pick up the location, or rather it will pick up the airlines which is having a maximum problem of late flights. Now here I can also identify that, okay, United is facing this problem, but United Airlines is facing a problem of late flight from which location? Because any person who is tweeting will be tweeting from a particular location, and therefore this location can work for us to identify the reason. So tweet location. We can also go there and identify the time. Right, it can also identify the time for you. Apart from this, you see on your right hand side how many positive sentiments are there, right? Median, lowest, everything is given. Negative reason, where it is more, where from where we are getting more positive tweets, negative tweets, analysis is being done. Now the latest IBM Watson analytics is also having a voice recognition, that if you will say that plot, just you say plot the graph of this and this, your voice, if you are speaking properly, it will plot the graph from your voice. No commands, nothing. Artificial intelligence taken to that level. Okay. So this is IBM Watson. Now I will introduce one more package. There are so many packages which are coming every day, and that everybody wants to excel in this data visualization techniques. And the software is Orange. Okay, those who are aware about it or not, again, it's completely free. So what this can do, it is having again a different type of canvas. So this, now we are moving in graphical technique from descriptive to predictive and prescriptive, that we want to model, we want to show some relations, what will happen tomorrow, a graphical approach to it. And this is Orange. Okay, so there are many training programs which I conduct, in which all these softwares are being taught. Now on your left hand side is the canvas. Okay, so unsupervised techniques, evaluate, model, right, visualize, and data. How it works? Just you have to press file, a node will appear. Activate this node and it will ask for which data set you are talking about. So I'll say, okay, I'm talking about this data set, reload, it will be reloaded. Then I will go in the visualize, click on it. I will say, please have a scatter plot. Scatter plot is ready, and I will connect with the connectors. And when the connection is established, I will get the scatter plot. I can change the variables from here and I can see what is happening. I can change color, I can change shape, I can change size. How many dimensions? One, two, three, four, five. All these things I can change. Symbol size, opacity, jittering, all that is possible. But that's not the end. If I want to have another bar plot, I will go here, I'll go here and drag it and drop it, done, and it will generate the bar plot. Of course, for OBS it cannot be, so I will have to plot it for another. No, that's also not possible. I will require a categorical data here, and then only it will plot properly. Serial number is not a problem, right? So I can also have a group by SVI, and it will give me two groups, different groups, right? What's the powerful thing about this is that it can run the supervised and unsupervised learning models directly from here. For example, suppose I want to run the regression analysis on this. So I'll just pick up a linear regression from here. This will appear. I will connect this one with this. It will tell me that there is some error which is coming, and that error is related to the data identification. Right, that it is not able to identify the data properly. Fine, delete it. Let me take something like curve fit. Again, I will join it. Possibly, hope so. It does not throw any error. Okay, there is an error which is coming. Okay, fine. I'll go in file. If I'm in file, I'll try to browse the data and I'll try to bring the new data set, which is fruits and vegetables. Open, reload, done. Still there is an error. Okay, so let me see what I can do. Yeah, parameters are, it requires a parameters. Delete. I will go here and I'll pick up the linear regression. So I'll have to select the data and I can do it from here. At present not working, I'll have to check it. Okay, so this is evaluate. All unsupervised and supervised learning can also be done. So those who are aware about clustering, that is also possible directly here. Hierarchical cluster analysis, connect it. I hope it does not throw any error. It is related to, yeah, it requires distances. This is also not connecting. Anyway, I'll show you sometimes later on. Okay. So this is orange. Now, one more software which is there again free, and that is Flourish. And here you must be watching the all these days that there are many running bar charts which is being uh, shown to you, right? And this bar charts, how they are constructed, you must be wondering that how they are constructing this running bar charts. So you don't require to take so much pain in this, and there is already a software which is available, and that is See, I had done a video recording of this flourish. You insert the data here. It requires the data in a particular format, and you can create the running bar chart. Okay, that's possible. Or this way also is possible. There is a rise of social media. That which are the uh, platforms which were there in 2006, 7, and that way. So that can be done. Okay. Now next is rapid miner. Software which is more for predictive analysis, in which you can say now we require an artificial intelligence. See, this big data which is there, we want to analyze it, right? And we want to predict that what will happen tomorrow. So here I'll go in research methodology, and here it is active, and it is rapid miner, and here I will talk about customer churn. Now see this data visualization technique with predictive and prescriptive. Again, it is a screen recording which I have done. Insert the customer churn data, and depending upon this, it will ask that what is the objective of clustering or identification of outliers. Now your first variable is churn. Churn or not, churn, leave the company or not, gender, male, female, age is given, payment method is given, and last transaction. So depending upon who left our company in the terms of our services, what profiling was there according to the gender, age, payment method, and last transaction. We want to understand. So first of all, we will create artificial brain. So my target variable is churn. So 578 people are loyal, and 322 are churning. I will enter these variables in my model. These are the green signal, means these are the good variables. The algorithm which I will use is NeoBias, GLM, logistic regression, deep learning, and decision tree, run. And then this algorithm or this model will train itself from the data which is available. Normally gradient boost takes a lot of time. Okay. But once this is done, now see what it can give. It can give you overview, ROC comparison, there is receiving operating characteristics comparison. Each and every model will be evaluated. Now this gives me the dynamic simulators, that it can tell me that what is the loyalty in male and female, what is the loyalty of retaining according to the age, what is happening. See again. Depending upon last transaction, more the last transaction, decrease in loyalty. Method of payment, so it creates a confusion matrix also. But what it can do for us, that we will see. It goes in optimize. Now see, we had talked about that Excel is more related to the descriptive analytics. We require a software which can talk about predictive, means what will happen tomorrow, or rather prescribing that what the company should do. Okay, so here once the model is created, see now what it can do. I'll say that tomorrow if I get a new customer whose age is 35 last transaction is specified, gender female, is he doing method to cash next. Tell us that will this customer is a loyal customer or there are more chances that such person will churn. See, most likely this customer will churn, right? So they are doing the profiling of you, that you are a good customer or not. So this is what is known as a predictive analysis. Now these days Google has also come out with the newer and newer technology. Okay, the first one which Google has launched is, and you don't require even to do login in this, the first one which comes is Google Ngram. Okay, Google Ngrams. So those who are interested in NLP, coming from natural language processing, you Google Ngram viewer. Okay, now see, according to the things which are being published, which are there on the website, or rather on Google, how much literature is available uh, of Albert Einstein from 1800, 1820. So you can see we are having many literatures which is related to this. You can write down anything. You can write down the literature related to the Samsung. Okay, Samsung. And it will give me the Ngram viewer, that what is the rise of Samsung, in which time period it started rising. Okay, you can take the years can be chosen. You can have smooth or discrete graph, case sensitivity, English, yes or no. So that's all about Ngram viewer. But there is still one more thing which they have came out with, is a Google trend. Now here, what it does, let us take some example of this. Let Oppo, Oppo mobile. I want to see what is its trend. So I'll say Oppo mobile, and it will give me the trend. Right? Just a minute. See. Now what is it trend? I can also compare this with some other one, and that is Samsung. That whose popularity is more, Samsung mobile. So two charts are generated. Whose popularity is more? I can even break this chart according to the region, that which is the mobile more famous in Assam, what is more, Arunachal Pradesh, Dadra Nagar Haveli. It can give me the bifurcation. See, right? So you can have a popularity of the parties, where are the parties which are doing good. All this one paper can be written from here also. You can do that thing. Okay. Me past 12 months record, past 5 years record, done. It can give me in categories what you want. It can give me the overall data. Here it is related to India. I want to see the popularity in Afghanistan. So it will give me the Afghanistan. Right. So in Afghanistan, only Samsung is working. Let me see in other countries like Russia. What is the scene in Russia? So we can see what is the popularity of this. You can go on adding a comparison here. You can also do the web search, image search, and that thing is also possible. Now the last software for today is NVivo, the most powerful. Okay, on Flourish you can have different types of charts, which I forgot to show you. See these charts. What are different types of charts which can be plotted? See. Okay. Then comes en vivo. Chart. This is specifically reserved for qualitative data analysis. Okay, so there is one project which I have already done, and I'll show that to you. Uh, uh, okay, now what it can do, first let us see. I will go in Twitter account of mine. Okay, I never had a Twitter account, but to teach students that what is the power of this en vivo, I had to log in Twitter account. I have I had logged in. I'm already in. Yeah, here it is. No. Okay. Now see here you can write down the famous tweets which you are searching for. Okay, that I want to see who are the people who are doing these tweets. For example, I'm just giving example IPL. So if anybody has opened a tweet and you can see there are 580 tweets of 20, so you will pick up the Twitter, you will pick up the hashtag which are having more tweets because you want to analyze it. Now, once you activate this, there is a system, yeah, continuous Dhaval, right? So it will say that yes, continuous Dhaval. Now these tweets are active, right? So I'll say I want IPL 2020, all the tweets which are related to. So it is there. Now this IPL tweets, I want to capture it. So there is something which is known as N capture. Okay. So when I say N capture, it is a part of NVivo only, or rather it is an extension which is loaded in your Chrome browser. I say capture tweets as a data set, and it will start capturing all the tweets which are related to it. Done. After this is done, now you go in your NVivo account. And here there is something which is import and capture. I will say that I have captured everything which is right Twitter. It will identify on its own, and I'll say import, and the tweets are here. After this, when tweets are here, I'll click on dataset. No, I'll have to go from different menus. Yeah, see this tweets. It has identified all the positive tweets which are related to it. No, I'm making a mistake. All of you, just can you wait for a minute? I'll log in again with a different source because it is taking the old file. Okay, I'll say it is a new project. New project, and that is Twitter. Next, create project. Skip the tool. Okay, now import and capture. I'll remove all the ticks. I want only Micromax tweets which have been done. Now, what we were doing in IBM Watson was quantitative data analysis of the tweets. This is more a qualitative, that what people want to say about the Micromax mobile. So when I click on it, okay, we get on right hand side all the tweets which have been done, right? I can also get the charts, that who is doing the tweets maximum, right? I can go and see the tweets which is being done. I can also see the map from where the tweets are being done maximum directly. So if you are doing anything wrong, please be very careful. If I can capture this much, that this tweet is coming from where, just imagine our intelligent department, what type of softwares they must be having. So if you do any wrong tweet from anywhere, you will be captured immediately, because this software can do it, that this 8 tweets are coming from where. And it can also have a Twitter sociogram. Twitter sociogram in the sense that who are following you, what is your network, it will show you. So see this. Don't think that you will not be, nobody is watching you. See this. Entire sociogram will be, I can zoom it and I can show you. How many tweets are being done by whom? Who is following whom? How many times the communications have happened? This can be done. Now here, I want to see the overall sentiment of the tweets which are there of Micromax mobile. Just a minute. So I'll go in auto code and I'll say identify the sentiment, that what people think about it. Next, finish. So it will bifurcate this thing into two compartments, positive and negative, right? And it will give me the sentiments that opinion are there. So if negative is there, what is the negative sentiment which is coming from? So when I click on it, I will directly go into who are the people who have said negative about it and what problem I will face if I purchase Micromax mobile. You have promised regular update to your phones, but still you have not provided the security. Okay. So these are all, I have visited 2 times, my issues still not resolved. Mobile battery having some issue. Now this is the level of analysis which is possible. Again, what I can do is, I can bifurcate this thing in according to the age, gender, and I can see that more negative comments are coming from which category. Right. Now, this is being done. I can also generate the word frequency, that what is being said so largely about Micromax Mobile. So it will generate the word frequency. So I'll run the query. Now I'll generate the word cloud. It will take some time. This word cloud has been generated. Okay, I can filter the word cloud that Micromax. I'm doing an analysis of my Micromax. I don't want Micromax to be generated because I'm doing analysis on it. So I'll click on it. I'll right click and I'll say stop this. Include this in a stop word. So add to stop word list. Added. Okay, done. I will again run the query and now Micromax will not be there in the new query. Complete qualitative data analysis from where we started. Big data is what? So big data is related to tweets, Facebook posts. This software can also capture your data from YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Okay, it is that powerful software. Only works on qualitative data. Still, we are left out with how to work on CCTV cameras. Still, it is left out. Now see, right? It can generate the tree map. It can do the cluster analysis. Apart from this, it is having some concept of knowledge building. Some knowledge building like a diagram, sorry, maps. And in that, we give the project maps. So if I click on project maps, it will ask that what you want to do. So I'll say I want to make a project map of Twitter. Now don't think that this is a very simple thing which is there, because as soon as I drop this thing here, if I'm having more data, no, it can tell me I want to see that those tweets which are being done, who are the people who are doing these tweets. So I'll go there in file classification, or who are the people who are doing negative about this. So I'll go here, and when I go here and I just drop it, it can connect this thing to the referencing. So item coding not done, but otherwise I would have shown this thing to you. Wait. And what is the project map here? Quick access. I'll go back here. I'll go here. In this, I go in survey, cancel, save and close. So we had done one survey here, a real survey of professors and expectations of the teachers, and in that we wanted to know who are the people, who are the parents who have written the negative comments. It can happen. It can happen. So here I am talking about the survey project map. Enter. And here I'll take the codes of positive comments which have been done positive. When I do this, I am in the position to tell that children. I'll activate the children. I'll activate the cases data set, and when I drop it and drag it, it will tell me the data set. It will connect, and it will also, I can go beyond this, that please tell me the people who are doing moderate positive coding, right? So when I click on this, it will directly go there and identify who are those people who have done moderating, and in data set also it can go there. So turn off the edit mode, show associated items, or show the data. Layout can be changed. You can change the layout to hierarchical. You can change the layout to right. So thank you all of you. Talking about me, I often give this training on various softwares which are available in the market, right? And which are the training programs which I regularly conduct are I'll share with you. And number I'll share with you. You can join me on WhatsApp by just sending the hello to this number. So quite often I organize these programs, training programs, which are normally for 6 to 7 days. So we teach SPSS, Jamovi, Minitab, MATLAB, StatCraft, Gretel, EViews, Amos, Smart PLS, Design of Experiment, Design Expert, Atlas.ti, NVivo, Orange, RStudio, RCommander, RRattle, Tora, Gephi, Python with Jupyter Books, Stata, Tableau, Power BI, and the list goes on because I like to learn the new software. And you can be in touch with me this by just send me hello on this number if you want to be learn this software, so that when any workshop is there, you get a notification of this. From today, the workshop of data science using Python is getting started. You can get my books. You can just send me hello on this number. Yes, I'm posting it in this also. The number I'm writing here, you can have that number 9980284491. You can save the number. My books are available on data analysis using R on Google. Sorry, Amazon as well as Flipkart. So these books are there. Recently launched just 1 month back. This book has been launched. It is there on Amazon, and this book is also there. Machine learning using RRattle, right? So thank you all of you. I hope you have all enjoyed the lecture. Thank you. Over to you, Jugal sir. Any questions are there
Yeah.
now?
Thank you so much, sir. It was very informative as always. So if any participants want to ask any questions, they can ask, or they can even ping to sir which mobile number he has given. So yeah, anyone wants to ask any question, they can ask immediately, or can write in chat box also their questions.
Any questions are there? Anybody wants to ask anything? All this is free. You don't have to pay anywhere. These are all free softwares which you can learn. And you can make your career from these softwares.
Yes. So I think there are no questions at the moment. So if anything comes up, I will contact you, sir. Thank you
Thank you.
once again, sir.